Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Online with H2O. We're back here at FNFlood. I am your host, Tyler Volk. I am now joined by a very special guest, Nancy Dingfelder, aka Grandmama. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Tyler, and thank you for having me here. And you know, you could leave a couple of those varies off, and that would be fine.
No, I couldn't. This is the first time Nancy has ever seen a camera before in her life. We actually just got her out of a stone. She seemed a little aged.
Yeah.
Get it?
You know, it's kind of hard when you've lived under a rock all your life, and suddenly they come and they flip your rock over, and suddenly the sunlight hits you, and what's a person to do?
Get in front of the camera.
Get in front of the camera and clam up.
You've been with the H2O program since FNFlood got started?
Yes. I guess you would say I was one of the original people here who started up with Friday Night Flood. I can't tell you how many years ago that was, but
I say a couple of years ago.
yeah, it's probably more like 5 or 6 years, I would say.
Tell us, like, the difference between now, FNFlood, and back then when it was just H2O.
Yeah, actually, over the years, I can see how the whole program has evolved. And we've, believe it or not, gotten a lot calmer and quieter than we used to be. When we first started off, we used to get together afterwards and kind of laugh about how many weapons we took off of people when they came. You know, we have not confiscated knives, cigarettes, matches, lighters, anything like this for a long time. So, yeah, the program has definitely changed. Also, over the years, when we started off, it was more just of a free time thing, which we still do a lot. But now we are starting to put the gospel into it. And it's more than just a time for play. It's a time to learn about Christ and what He's done for us.
What would you say about your first impression of when you first met me? If you can remember.
I can't remember back that far. I don't know if I could say what my first impression was, but I can say that I've seen how you've also evolved and grown in the years that we've been doing this. He was probably quite the bratty little kid when I first met him. And now he's just like a bratty big kid. Not really.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's paybacks for the rock bit, guys.
Where is it that you actually stumbled upon Christ?
When I was a little kid, we lived in Sherman, New York. And my earliest memory of being in church was being in probably Vacation Bible School. And I remember taking that cardboard and putting it on the bottom of the paper and taking the cotton balls and we put the cotton balls up in the sky and the clouds, and then we took more cotton balls and we made sheep. And that's my first recollection of having anything to do with the church. Of course, like all little kids, our parents took us there, and we moved to Corey and went for a while to the Episcopal Church. Then, when my sister and I got to be in junior high, we became kind of stubborn, belligerent teenagers. And
You?
Yes. We told our mother we didn't want to go to church anymore, and that was that. And so we quit throughout all junior high and high school years. It was not until after Lynn and I got married that we
Lynn would be?
my husband.
Oh.
Yeah, Lynn is a guy, by the way. After we got married and we were looking at starting a family, we began going back to church because this was how we wanted to raise our children.
How did you get involved with Corey First Time Methodist?
Yeah, Lynn's family has come to this church since forever. You think I'm old? They've been coming here longer than I've been around. And so we started off at a small country church. And after a while, we switched over to this church. And, well, actually, we went to another church first and then this church.
She's a church hopper.
It seems that way for a while. But you know, when we left the second church that we attended here in town to come to this one, I was initially crushed because I did not want to attend this church. I was happy where I was. I had a ministry. And yet circumstances led us to change. And in hindsight, I can see how God had the whole thing planned out. Because I just feel that this was where He designed me to be, if I can put it that way. Just like He's designed you for what you're doing. And He's designed everybody else here for a purpose. And He's designed all you guys who are watching too. Everything, this is a grandma saying, listen up now. Everything you experience in life goes into making you into the person God designed you to be. So take all that life throws at you and use it, and you will become who God made you.
What do you feel about love?
What do I feel? Well, that's kind of a tough question.
Well, let's go this. Do you love?
Of course I love.
What do you love?
I love my husband. I love my children. I love my grandchildren. I love my church. I love my God. I love my Tyler. I love my Lynette. I love everybody here.
Your Aaron, your Jevin.
Well, my Jevin, yeah.
And your Aaron.
My Aaron.
Did you forget about him?
Yeah.
Oh. So what? When you think about love, what do you think?
I think that people tend to look at love as too much of a hearts and flowers, gushy type of a thing. And love is more than just this surface nicety. If you really love someone, then you're willing to go through the tough times with them. You are willing at times to be tough with them.
I see. She loves me then.
Yeah. That's why every so often I get tough with her.
Oh.
Oh. Sorry.
Sometimes she's too tough. No.
Okay.
What do you feel about teenagers? Like when they say, "Oh, I love my boyfriend. Oh, I love my girlfriend." Like, what do you think about relationships in the high school level?
You know, I think that in the high school level, when someone says they love their boyfriend or girlfriend, they are working at the emotional place where they are. And yes, you do truly love that person with what your concept of love is at that time. Just like with the rest of life, as you get older, as you mature, as you experience more, your feelings of love are going to change. And what right now you might call love, 10 years from now you might say, I didn't love that person, I liked them. But where you are right now as a teenager, this is what love is to you.
I see. Well, thank you very much for coming on to the show.
You're very welcome.
We loved having you on here. We will enjoy to have you here on years to come. I'm sure when I come back here to visit, you'll still be here.
Yeah, come back in 10 years. I'll probably still be here.
All right. Well, thank you very
Unless
much.
Tyler puts me back under my rock.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay.
You can always come work at my ministry, though.
We'll do so. I'll be a guest speaker some night.
Thank you very much, Nancy. You can get back to your job.
And thank you everybody. I will see you again. Bye.
Bye.
Oh,